Well, if you ever wonder how professional podcasters go about their business, I can't really help you there, I'm afraid. This is how the rank amateurs do it, at least how I do it. So this is just my regular sort of office kind of desk. I've got this fetching throw stretched out across the wall behind me. That's to deaden the sound as much as possible. Record on my production machine, if you like, my 4K iMac, which I do all my YouTube videos on as well. We've got a microphone and arm set up here, going through a Zoom H6 as an audio interface because this is not a USB mic. Delightful fluffy cushion to try and deaden the sound immediately behind the mic. And I've got just a throw, a little sort of blanket type thing over the hard surface of the desk. And that really does seem to help. That really does reduce the amount of echo, the amount of sort of background noise that you get. And this is largely it. We record the podcast over Skype as a visual and audio medium, but we actually record individually. I record to Audacity. I'm not sure what Andy does actually. I think he uses his video editing software. And then, as you may have seen on the YouTube channel, Andy does a fairly massive edit at the end of it all to bring the two conversations together and make it sound like we're halfway competent. But that's it. Where are we? We're about 20 minutes or so away from recording, away from starting to record. I'll run a little bit of video while we're recording, but it'll only be a short snippet because it's not that interesting, to be honest, watching two people have a conversation. So anyway, that's how easily you can do a podcast, folks, if that's of interest to you. A very simple sort of setup with some mildly sophisticated gear, but recorded through the free open source Audacity software, and it all seems to work surprisingly well. Oh, backups, backup recording to the little Zoom H1 as well. That'll be off a lav mic in the next 15 minutes when I get started. But 15 minutes to showtime. Woo! And he is unavailable. Is that you? Hello, hello. Yes, success.
Hello.
Sound and vision.
Hold up. Skype's installed a new version of itself.
Nice.
So now literally every single button of it on it is coming up with a thing saying, "Would you like a tutorial on how to use this button?" No, go skip tutorial.
Are you sure you'd like to skip the tutorial?
I know. Literally every single part of it is coming up with a pop-up.
Madness.
Where am I? Oh, I'm up there. I'm tight. Right.
Oh, I'm not recording. And we are recording live alive-o.
I've got a little throbbing heartbeat in the corner of my screen now. Do you
sweet.
get that on? Do you get that on Skype?
No, the Windows version is totally different to the Mac version. It's really weird.
What have they done? The image of me is now in a postage stamp size thing in the corner of the screen that I can't even see. So
if I could have that, that'd be perfect. Yeah.
What do you not? Oh right, okay. Oh well, that'll have to do. You can see us, can't you? And you can hear us.
Yep. Sound and vision.
That's good.
I've got a little bit of video going. I thought it might be fun just to do the setup, just to show how amateur the setup can be.
I think it looks pretty pro these days.
Well, the gear's all right. The rest of it, you haven't seen the fluffy cushion behind the microphone to deaden the sound.
I've been doing some tests on that because I was convinced I was getting a horrible slapback.
Very nice.
Well, hold on. Let me try and show you this without destroying the whole room.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, can you see this big foam panel here?
Yeah.
Well, I had that spare sitting in the garage from another studio setup that I had before. And I thought, well, I'll try that behind the monitor. In front of the monitor, between the monitor and the mic, to stop nasty reflections off the monitor.
Yeah.
And I tried a whole load of different configurations, and it made no difference whatsoever. So I've just gone back the way it was.
Fair enough.
But what I have done is I've shut my curtains, and I think that's probably going to make the biggest difference.
Yeah, it's like night time.
It is, yeah. Well, it is anyway because of the weather.
True.
It's
on the turn again, isn't it?
Hold on, I'm all tangled up.
Yeah,
2 seconds.
Okay, throat clearing all done.
Throat clearing's done.
Fantastic.
Got a bottle of water.
Yep.
And I've got a long set of show notes.
Yes.
So, how are you on this very rainy October morning?
Do you have rain? We haven't had rain.
Are you not rain?
No, we haven't got rain.
Down there.
No, it's grey and murky, but it's not actually down. It was a little bit drizzly yesterday, but no, we haven't had proper rain for a little while, really.
Yeah, it's been lashing it down today.
Yeah.
It's been dry up until now.
Yeah.
Just to the UK weather forecast of what's currently happening. But it's been a bit like, it's just been kind of autumn setting in, I guess. But
it is. It's we're going through the change, aren't we? In the slow, gradual decline towards winter.
I know. We started this podcast in kind of coming out of winter, didn't we? So
it was, but it was flipping cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really cold. Yeah,
it was bitter.
I've noticed I'm having to switch the heating on in my workshop more now.
Right. I have no control over the heating in my workshop. It seems to be permanently on.
You've just got like a comfortable, balmy temperature constantly.
It does seem to be about 24 degrees all year round. I don't quite know how they manage it, but
that's quite warm.
It is quite mild, which is why you'll pretty much only ever see me in a t-shirt. But
yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. No, mine's normally the other way. I struggle to get mine, even in the summer. It rarely gets above about kind of 18 degrees in there, because in the winter, because it's quite well insulated, like all around. Because when I was putting the new wall in and everything, I made sure everything was insulated.
Yeah.
So it tends to hold the heat quite well, but it never gets particularly warm because I've only got a little fan heater in there.
Right.
And then it also tends to hold the cool quite well in the summer. So it always seems to stay around 18-ish degrees.
It is fairly cool in summer, actually. It's not too bad, but when the heating's on in the building, I just have heating pipes that happen to run through my space, and somebody put a loop in, so it's just up at ceiling level, and it just heats. Yeah.
Free heat.
Free heat, basically. Yeah. Well, I'd like to think I pay for it through the outrageous service charge that I pay. But,
yes. Yeah. So what have you been up to?